Hey, Whitney Labrie here, and today we're going to take a look at the Garfield staircase that I just recently built for my new Garfield dollhouse, which I'm super excited about. So, of course, it's a kit, and it's going to be, you're going to start popping out all the pieces. And my favorite part, just kidding, I hate it, is sanding. So first I'm going to take out those pieces, and I'm going to sand everything. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the pieces, and as you can see here in the photo, that make sure that they fit into the slots, and then if any of them do not fit, I'm going to modify those with like a little razor blade so that they fit perfectly. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start priming and painting my pieces. So I want this chalky look, this like kind of antique look, an older finish, and I like to mix that old look with new pieces of furniture. So I've primed everything, and then I've done this chalky finish, and I use the Deco Art, and the name of it is Artifact. So for the staircase, the actual little panels behind the stairs, I wanted to match the flooring. So what I did was I took each piece out and I glued them face down in order, and I numbered them so that when you look at the staircase, it all goes together, it all makes sense. So I love using the balsa wood because it's so easy to use. Obviously, it's super easy to cut. Some things here that, you should note is that because they're so thin, when you paint them, you have to be very careful that your paint is not overly watery or they can warp. And then here's just some pictures of it prior to painting. So every build kind of goes through these ugly phases, and you start to think, oh my God, I'm making horrible mistake here. This is looking hideous. And you'll kind of see, your blue tape is all over, and you may doubt yourself, but just keep going with it and it'll turn out lovely. And what's really great about paint and not stain is that you can easily always paint over it. Once the chalky finish is dry, I just did a dry brush of some milk chocolate paint and coated it on here and there, and then wiped over it with a paper towel. And in some areas, where I maybe felt like it was too overdone, I can just go right back over that with the chalk paint to give it the finish that I'm really wanting. So now I've got the finished product. I really like the way that it turned out. I love the finish. I love that it looks aged, added the new elements to it, added a statue. I've always wanted a staircase like that. I saw it at the Winchester Castle, and I just always wanted to add it. And now I'll just have it sit here. I'm not going to glue it in yet until maybe I start putting in the second floor. And that's mostly because I maybe will need to make adjustments. The other thing too is I'm going to go look at this tomorrow, and I'm probably going to notice a few things here that either I missed or I want to adjust. So I need fresh eyes on that maybe tomorrow. Once the staircase goes in, if this is the first time you've built this house, just note that once the dollhouse is complete, you will not be able to get to that little mini door that's underneath the staircase. And so I had decided that I would go ahead and keep it as a door, but you may just want to fill that in with wood fill, and you can just do paint over, or you could do wallpaper over it. But if not, I'm going to keep mine open like this, and I'm going to go ahead now and add some brooms and maybe a shelf and some little boxes inside there. So that way when I look in through the door, I will be able to see those little elements. But it is really difficult to get to once your dollhouse is built. So just consider that when you're going to build that little door there. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you could please subscribe to my channel. I'm very new at this. I think you can tell that. I really enjoy it, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do more and be successful at it. Feel free to make comments, and don't be too mean, but if there's anything else that you'd like to see or any questions that you have about this, please let me know. I'd love to answer them. Thank you.